Hello everyone, this is Agnarr, a level 0 necromancer on Agnarr. I'm just going to go through how I would go about rolling a new necro in this video. In terms of your race selection, it doesn't really matter. Definitely XRs would be kind of the min-max option from as you're leveling up. But once you get to a higher level and once you have some better gear, they're all viable and the same. So as a gnome, we're going to be starting as a Bertox Necro. We have no choice. We're going to be starting in Agnarr. The one thing I've done is I've reallocated all the points I could from intelligence into strength. Two reasons being, strength is the one stat you'll not cap out, at least during the Planes of Power era, even with the best raid gear you can get. And also as a newbie, it's great for carrying more stuff. Intelligence is relatively easy to max out. So we start here at Agnarr, and we're just going to pass our note to our guildmaster. Behind you and right is the main door. And we're going to kill ourselves in a clockwork. So some people like to run to the bank to grab their second backpack before they head out to the newbie zone, but we're gonna be coming back in here very soon. So it's really not worth spending the time doing that now. So Agnarr, by the way, is a poem by the Russian poet Vladimir Pushkin. It's very appropriate for Necro. I'm sure you can find it online if you're interested. But it's basically about like this poison tree growing in the arid steppes, and it's perfectly like alone. And of course, humans need to go find it and use it to do bad things. But anyways, this is not a poetry video. I forgot to cast my... So you start with two spells, Minor Shielding and life tap. And our goal at this point is simply going to be to do two things. We need to get 1 gold approximately, and we want to get 1 bone chip. At which point we're going to head back into town, because a level 1 pet makes such a big difference that the leveling experience will just be quicker having it. And I'm already trying to keep an eye on decaying gnome skeletons. In Steamfont, Agnarr's here. I'm currently in this corner, but this whole southern area is basically a newbie yard. Spiderling silk. I've not seen anything that will give me a gold yet to a vendor. Okay, that's Steamfont Springwater, which this will not be available on a brand new TLP. But if you're playing on a TLP that is post Lucklin, you'll be able to loot this. And it sells for like 4 gold, so all of our financial needs are taken care of. The one thing I'd still like to do really quick is to grab a bone chip. But I'm not seeing a decaying skeleton just yet, so we're going to head back into town. So something to keep in mind when you're starting a new character of any race is you should always be strafe running, which means holding your forward key and your left or right key at the same time. It will give you a 10% movement buff. So your base movement is 30, just running in a straight line. And as soon as you start strafe running, you'll be at 33. So you just have to angle yourself diagonally to do it. But it makes a big difference just moving around and running away from mobs at low levels. So it's like a free mini Spirit of Wolf from your keyboard. Alright, so we have two things to do in Agnarr here. One will be to grab our other backpack from the bank. And then of course we're going to try and grab all of our spells through level 5. Or at least all the spells that you kind of want to get in that first part of the leveling experience. You can always come back and backfill anything you need. Alright, the bank is up this ramp here. We got our second backpack that you start with. And now to the guildmaster. I mean, to the spell merchant. So you just keep going the way you came. Agnarr takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you kind of acclimate with its layout, it's really not too bad. That's the wrong turn. Nope, that was the right turn. Just this part is tricky. As soon as you get down this hill, you need to hook this really awkward right to find this little door here. Okay, so I mean, we kind of hit the jackpot with that 4 gold item, but let's just sell up. And we got a rusty mace. A 1 gold, but still, that's more than enough. Okay, so the vendor to the right of your guildmaster sells all the newbie spells. So priority number 1 is buy your pet, cavorting bones. Priority number 2 will be sense the dead, which is here. And if we can get one more spell, Disease Cloud is kind of handy. I wouldn't bother with Fear at these levels. It costs like 20-30 mana to cast, and that's going to be just too much. You're not going to be Fear carding for another few levels. I would probably pick up the level 3 life tap and the level 4 pets. And do we still have money left, or have we spent it all? We can just afford... I would go for Clinging Darkness, our level 4 snare. So we're going to kill ourselves on the guard again. And round seem fun. We've basically now got all the spells. It would have been nice to get Poison Bolt, but there's essentially no more reason for us to go back into town. The two most important spells you want at this point in time are Sense the Dead and Life and your pet. Alright, so our next objective is going to be to get a bone chip, which you need to summon your pets all the way through all the levels. This is why Sense the Dead is great. It will do two things. It will point your character in the direction of the closest undead mob, and it will also pre-target that mob for you. So you can already see him down there, even though the mob moved out away from the direction we were facing. It's easy to spot. Hopefully he will drop a bone chip. He did. Let's get a quick med going here. One more mana. Alright, so at this point we're just going to be tanking for our pet. Mobs they do get dodged from very low levels, so it's worth, showing the back of the mob to your pet. So if the mobs are dodging, say 3% of the time, that's 3% damage your pet will be missing out on. And you can see the pet is just completely overpowered at level 1. We are just mowing through these rats. There's another one. Ideally, when you're level 1, fight level 1 mobs. Even though you might be able to kill level 2, the extra experience you get is generally not worth the additional risk and the risk versus reward is just not there. The same will hold true at level 2 also. You just want to stick to level 2 mobs. Killing level 1 mobs at level 2 is extremely inefficient. You'll take a huge penalty for the mobs being light blue. Anyways, I don't want to make this video too long, so you get the point. At this point, you're an overpowered, gnomish killing machine. You probably want to stay out in the field until level 4, if you have the same spells I do, which are your level 4 pet, your level 3 life type tap, and your level 4 snare, which will mostly at this point in time be used for getting yourself out of a tight situation. Hope you guys enjoy your necros. Sorry this video is a little bit out of the ordinary, but I just wanted to get away from always doing how to kill this or that mob at level 65. Have fun, and if you have any questions about a necro, you can feel free to message me here in the YouTube comments or send me a tell in game. See you soon, bye bye.